Well, gentlemen, welcome to Windows on Wellington. We'll start with Tim. Tim, what are you going to do now?
Well, Karen, been in the business a few years now, and I suppose I'll
Speak up, Tim.
into the candle. Sorry, the main decision for me is to choose a producer, and then once I've done that, I think between us we'll probably pick the musicians. But at this stage, I don't even know who I'm going to get to produce it, so it's pretty vague. But I've got the songs, so I'm starting to build out the songs. So look forward to next year. Get back into the studio. I feel a bit lazy.
Okay, Eddie.
Shh! Don't tell them. This is national team.
Eddie's having a baby.
Okay, I'm going to be a daddy. First thing. Thank you.
So you're not gay?
No, contrary to popular belief, Tim, there's no way I'm gay.
You're into a sperm bank.
This is slightly effeminate today, no? Might have a go at doing my own record, maybe. I want to trek the Himalayas early next year once I've done all this other stuff. I also want to trek across Asia to India with Noel, pick up a motorbike in India and then ride back. And then in February, I'm going to build a pergola as well on the back of the house.
Oh, yeah. I might give Eddie a hand with his pergola.
Yeah.
There's a couple of friends of mine are getting a cartoon character off the ground in Melbourne, and they want me to be the voice of Walter Dinky. So I'll be Walter Dinky for a while.
What's Walter Dingy do?
Oh, he's just a full-time sort of tool, really. Yeah.
It's hardcore, isn't it?
I'd hate to know what I was going to do, because that sort of spoil the excitement. But
Well rationalised, mate.
So I'm going to enjoy having absolutely no plans at all, other than maybe sending my girlfriend out to work and sitting at home.
Good idea.
Yeah. And I'll just sit back, sit at home and wait for a yen, you know.
Have you enjoyed your year with the Enz?
Yeah, it's been great.
Fantastic. I mean, what can I say? I've just gone from unemployment to full employment to unemployment in a year. It's been wonderful.
Neil, what does the future hold for you?
The future? Well, as Paul said, he and I are involved in each other's plans a little next year, but I'd like to do more reading. I'd like to get to mow the lawns. They've been unmowed for about 6 months now. Beyond that, I'll be looking to just be a musician for another few years. I haven't really thought about branching out too much. I want to record. I want to be in a band still, I think, although I don't know who that band will be. Might borrow the so-and-sos and such, Screaming Lord such as well.
See, we have a thing about fresh air, you know, it's silly that us people want to breathe fresh air, but we look for hotels that have got windows that open, which is quite a hard thing sometimes in America. Anyway, one of these rare occasions where Lars, our tour manager, had sort of not quite managed to get it organised, we arrived at this hotel, no opening windows. So everybody was down complaining to management and everything, and getting quite excited about it. And the culmination of it was that the manager came into the coffee shop after Neil, who had been harassing him to open their windows, and grabbed him in an arm lock and started wrestling him out of the coffee shop. And everybody was looking, and Neil was going, "Help me, help me!" And I was thinking, I know why this is happening. What can I do?
Nobody came to help me though. I was like, Eddie, please, I can assist. Can you assist me? Neil, I resent that. I came to help.
But I think it was pretty hard on my parents for a while there because we had funny hairstyles and things, and we'd come home for holidays and you know, shave bits. And their friends used to laugh. We did a Max Cryer TV show once, many years ago, and our image was at its most extreme. And I think Dad was a Rotarian, and at the subsequent Rotarian meeting after the Max Cryer show, he was fined very heavily for the fact that his son looked so terrible. I think he was fined $50 or something. So, Dad, if you're watching,
There was
I
a great.
owe you 50.
I own a house and a car. And,
3 cars.
Oh, shh, and it's
Two
properties. Come on, Ed.
And 3 cars.
So I look after my money better than these other guys.
Ed's done better out of it than anybody.
No.
Would you ever consider coming back here to live?
If the right offer was made, oh, we'd love to.
It's
but
talking money, folks.
We'd love to, I think, but the kind of business we're in, it doesn't really provide the ideal environment. It's a shame. The people we love, the place we love. I mean, we feel at home here more than anywhere else, more than Melbourne or Sydney or London or anywhere. But the kind of business we're in, we have to travel, we have to move around.
I'm interested in talking about why Neil said, let's call it a day. Why did you say, let's call it a day?
I said... It was a wet, windy Melbourne afternoon. I was out at Eddie's place. There was a lot of business things going very astray. It wasn't a question of success or lack of it. We've had plenty of success. We've experienced what it's like to be big. We've experienced what it's like to be starving and on the dole. We've experienced everything a band can experience. I don't think success had anything to do with it. We could have gone on and possibly been, you know, just as successful, if not more successful, had we stuck at it. It was more just a change of environment. I've never been in another band. There's so many reasons that have contributed to it. Ultimately, it's just an instinctive thing.
What about boredom? Boredom with doing the same thing?
A little bit of boredom with perhaps the mechanics of being in Split Enz, the expectations that other people had and the audience had, and you know, the idea of fresh challenges is there as well, sure.